Hi, everyone, and welcome to your Capta Newborn Notification Portal training. My name is Elizabeth Stokes, and I'll be walking you through how to utilize the portal. Today, we'll be talking about what Capta is, what's the difference between a Capta notification and a DCF report, who's responsible for making a Capta notification. We'll take a look at the data, and I'll walk you through how to utilize the portal. What is CAPTA? The Child Abuse Prevention and Treatment Act. CAPTA is federal legislation addressing child abuse and neglect across the United States. Originally, it was enacted in 1974 and reauthorized in 2010. Certain provisions of the act were amended in 2015 and in 2016. Under federal legislation, Connecticut law states that healthcare providers involved in the delivery of an infant born substance exposed must submit a CAPTA notification to DCF. A family care plan must be developed and/or reviewed at the time of birth. The requirements are intended to provide the needed services and supports for infants with prenatal exposure, the birthing person with substance abuse disorders, and their families. Congress states that these reports to DCF in their own are not grounds to substantiate child abuse or neglect. All birthing hospitals and newborn care providers are required to submit a CAPTA notification when an infant is born substance exposed, a newborn experiences withdrawal symptoms, and/or a newborn is diagnosed with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. What's the difference between a CAPTA notification and a DCF report? A CAPTA notification occurs when an infant has been born after being exposed to certain substances because the mother or birthing person used substances during pregnancy. There are no other concerns about safety, and the family care plan has been developed and/or reviewed. The infant has not tested positive due to maternal misuse. No identifying information on the family, birthing person, and infant. A Capta notification is submitted exclusively through the Capta Newborn Notification Portal. A DCF report occurs when anyone has concerns about the safety of a child. Concerns are reported through the Capta Newborn Notification Portal. DCF reviews the information submitted by the provider to determine if further assessment is needed. Substance use alone is not grounds to substantiate child abuse or neglect. When submitting a CAPTA notification, hospitals, newborn care providers are the only entities who are able to submit. Information entered is de-identified. A family care plan is reviewed and there are no other concerns of abuse or neglect. Data is housed through DCF and shared with the federal government to assess resource allocation and needs. Making a DCF report. The Capta notification portal will direct hospital staff, newborn care providers to the DCF reports page if an infant tests positive for substances due to maternal misuse. Infant does not test positive for substances, but staff have concerns about abuse or neglect. Let's take a look at the data. As you can see, there's a couple points I wanted to point out on this slide. The family care plan completion rates have risen from 2019 at 69% to 77% in 2023. Additionally, portal submissions over time, you'll see that in 2019 and in 2020, those spiked to 205. You can see a slight decrease in portal submissions over time. We're hoping to raise those submissions and that all infants who've been exposed to substances or who need to have a newborn notification, these notifications are successfully submitted through our portal. And now I'm going to walk you through how to complete your notification and/or report through the newborn notification portal. You are ready to begin your Capta newborn notification. You're going to go to the DCF portal page where you're going to see the Capta newborn notification portal app. You're also going to see a link for more information as well as training. Under the training link, you're going to find the notification portal user guide as well as this video training. When you're ready to make your notification, you're going to click on the app. Once you have signed in with ID.me, you're going to see that you are on the reporter's information page. And this page, you're just going to make sure that all of your information is correct and up to date. Some of the information was pre-filled through ID.me. But there's also some elements here where you're going to need to update the information. So under reporter's role, you're going to go ahead and click on the drop down, and you're going to select from the drop down options which role you are currently playing. So here I'm going to say hospital. So here it has a selection of all of the birthing hospitals within the state of Connecticut. There's also options for other hospital or newborn care provider. For today's purposes, I'm just going to pick Bridgeport Hospital. My phone number has clearly moved over from ID.me, and you're going to select your race and or any ethnicity. When you're ready, you're going to go ahead and click on next. And here the first question is this the initial notification report regarding the identified newborn? And if you select yes, you will move on. However, if you select no, you're going to go ahead and type in the Capta initial reference number from the notification that you previously submitted. This would be on any email return that you received from that notification. So go ahead and type that in. The next question states, is this a single birth or birth of multiples? You can choose either single or multiple births. For today, we'll choose single. Has the children or child been exposed in utero to substances? Either yes or no, but CPS concerns exist. If you've selected no, but CPS concerns exist, and you click next, that would take you down the CPS report path where you would complete a CPS report specifically regarding this birthing parent and the newborn associated with them. For now, I'm going to take you down the path of has the child been exposed in utero to substances? I'm going to select yes. I'm going to take you down the path of completing just a notification and not a report. So you're going to go ahead and answer the questions, the zip code where the newborn will reside, the mother's or birthing person's age, mother or birthing person's race. You're going to go ahead and select any ethnicities that apply. You're going to select the newborn's race and check all that apply, the newborn's ethnicity, and select any that apply. It will ask you which substances has the newborn been exposed to, and you'll select all that do apply. Is there a concern that mother or birthing person's substance use is impacting parental functioning? You're going to go ahead for the notification portion only, you would select no. If you did select yes, it would take you down the path of completing both a notification and a CPS report. So for now, I'll take you down the path of just the notification. Here it says, are there suspicions of abuse or neglect? Again, if you select yes, it will take you down the path of completing a notification and CPS report. However, for these purposes, we'll select no. Do note that there are eye icons throughout the application where it will provide you with more information to help assist you make the correct determination of the question that's being asked. Did the family present with a completed family care plan? You can select yes, reviewed by reporter, yes, developed by reporter, or unable to complete. And this is a little bit different. This is part of our enhancements. Here, if you select unable to complete, you will need to pick or select a specific reason that you were unable to complete the family care plan. For these purposes, I will just go ahead and say yes, it was completed. And now you're going to select what information was provided to the mother or birthing person, and you will select all that apply here. What services were identified? Again, you will select all that apply. You can even select other and then specify in the box what other services were identified. What services were referred, you can go ahead and select all that apply here. Additionally, you have the other option and not applicable option. So here, I'm going to go ahead and click on next. And again, you will get a warning if you fail to complete one of those required fields. Click yes. And here you will get a pop-up which states you are about to submit a Capta Care notification. This is appropriate for newborns whom have been exposed to substances. They do not have Child Protective Services concerns. Upon hitting yes, no further action is required. Would you like to continue? If you select yes, you will get a pop-up which states that you have successfully completed your Capta Care newborn notification. And you will also be receiving an email just explaining that you've completed your notification, and it will give you a identification number for that notification that you have completed. Taking you down the path to not only completing a newborn notification, but also a CPS report. There are a few ways that this occurs. Either by selecting no, but CPS concerns exist, and then clicking next, or selecting yes, entering the zip code where the newborn will reside, the mother's age, the mother's race, the mother's ethnicity, the newborn's race, the newborn's ethnicity, selecting all substances that the newborn was exposed to, and then is there a concern that the mother or birthing person's substance use is impacting parental functioning? If you select yes, it will take you down the path to complete a CPS report. Are there suspicions of abuse or neglect? If you select yes, it will also take you down the path of completing a CPS report. You will answer the question, did the family present with a completed family care plan? And also, what information was provided to the mother or birthing person? Again, select all that apply. What services were identified? Checking all that apply here, and what services referred. Select all that apply here, and then click next. And you'll get a pop-up that says you are about to continue on to complete a Child Protective Services report. The information that you have just provided suggests that the report to the Department of Children and Families is appropriate. By hitting yes, you will be directed to the Child Protective Services reporting portal. Would you like to continue? You will select yes. Have a notification at the top that says, please be advised that you are now completing a CPS report, and you will be required to answer questions that may have already been answered in your Capta notification. If you're reporting a child who has been surrendered as a result of the Safe Havens Act, please call 1-800-842-2288 and do not report this through the portal. Here, when you're ready to add an adult participant, you will add mother birthing person's contact information. And here you're going to add their name, first name, last name, all information that you do know. Is the address known? If you select yes, you will need to continue on with the address section. If you select no, it will ask, is this mother or birthing person homeless? You can select yes, no, or unknown. And here we're just going to go with yes for today. And then it's going to ask for the address of the mother or birthing person. And you're going to, again, add all information that does apply. Their phone number, gender, male, female, unknown, date of birth. And here you can either go to the calendar or you could type in 2-digit month slash 2-digit day and then 4-digit year. And then the race, select all that apply. Ethnicity, select language preference. There is a list and you can check the language preference. Is an interpreter needed? Yes or no? And is this mother or birthing person hearing impaired? yes or no. When you're done and you completed all of the required fields, go ahead and save. And you'll that the mother or birthing person is now added to the list of adult participants. When you're ready to add father's information, you're going to go ahead and click Add Father. And again, you're going to answer, is the name known? Either yes or no. And as you can see, if unknown, the name information goes away. But here we are going to say the father's name. Is the address known? Same functionality as the mother or birthing person. Yes, no, unknown. For today, we'll say yes. You're going to enter the address, the zip code, the phone number, the gender, male, female, or unknown, the birthday. Again, you can go to the calendar here and use the arrows. Then select the date. And then you're going to select the race and any ethnicity that does apply. Language preference. Is the interpreter needed? Yes, nor no. Hearing impaired, yes or no. And then save. And then you're also going to add any other adult participant information that you do have. It's important that you're adding any and all information that is appropriate for the report. So if you do have an additional adult participant, we do ask that you add that participant by clicking Add Other Adult Participant. If you need to go ahead and edit any one of these, either the mother or birthing persons or the father, you would highlight their name and then click Edit. Go in and edit their information, save it, and then it will be saved to the graph. When you are ready to enter the child's information, you're going to answer, is this a single birth or a birth of multiples? If it's a birth of multiples, you're going to add how many newborns there are. For today's purposes, we'll stick with single birth. We'll add newborn, and then we'll enter the newborn's information. Is the name known? Yes, you'll add the name. If unknown, the name goes away, but we will add the name. The date of birth, again, you can go to the calendar and select the date, or you can enter it as 2-digit month, 2-digit day, 4-digit year. The gender, male, female. Whose address will the newborn child be discharged to? You can select multiple adult participants. Now, these participants are the participants that you just entered on the previous screen. And then you can X them out if you've added them in error. What is the location of the newborn in the hospital? So this is the room number, the neonatal floor. So we'll just enter a room number. You're going to enter the race of the infant, ethnicity, pick as many that apply. How many siblings does your child have? And you're just going to enter the number of siblings. Birth weight, unit of measurement, whether that's grams or pounds and ounces. And you're just going to enter the amount. And under here, you're going to see the APGA score. And if there are multiple APGA scores, you're going to enter them chronologically. For example, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So we're going to click Add, and then we will add the score. Click Save and Update, and then you're going to see it's here in the graph. If we need to add another one, you're going to go ahead and add the next one. And if there's another one, you'll add the next one. And then click Edit if you need to edit after highlighting which score you're trying to edit. If you created one of those scores in error, you will click Delete, and that will delete the score. The next question is neonatal abstinence syndrome or neonatal opioid withdrawal syndrome. and you will click all that apply, if any, and then save. And you're going to see that information is now saved under the child information, and click next. Whether presenting immediate concerns or dangerous conditions for the child, identify all of your concerns related to child abuse and neglect. Here, you're going to make sure that you add as much detail as possible. Again, it's extremely important that we know all of the information that you know in order to make a really good assessment. Please indicate if the newborn was exposed in utero to substances. If selecting yes, you'll be asked to complete very similar questions as you did to the notification. Provide a description of the presenting health needs of the newborn. Again, all information that you do have for that newborn. Was there a toxicology performed on the newborn and what are the results? Again, all information that you have relative to the newborn. Did the family present with a completed family care plan? Very similar to the question that you were asked before. Again, one of the updates to the portal is the option to select unable to complete, but you will have to select a reason why your family care plan was not completed. For today, I'll say yes. And again, you're going to select what information was provided to the mother or birthing person. Please select all that apply. What services were identified? Please select all that apply. What services were referred? Please select all that apply and add other if applicable. Are both parents able to demonstrate interacting with the child, holding, changing, attempting to bond and attached? Are there concerns or positive feedback regarding these interactions? As much information as you can provide us, please do provide that to us. Does the newborn require special care at this time? And will the newborn require special care after discharge? Again, provide any and all information that you have. What prenatal care was provided during pregnancy? Were there any substance use concerns noted by the prenatal provider? And if so, during what time of the pregnancy and what recommendations were provided? Were there any positive or negative toxicology provided? And add those dates. Again, you're going to enter any and all information that you do have. Are there any current or past mental health concerns that impact the parent's ability to safeguard their child? Include any known diagnosis, medication, and past current providers. All information that you do have relative to this. Does the father have any known diagnosis, medication? Include current past services and provide name of past current providers. Again, as much information as you can. Has the mother or birthing person or the father demonstrated any behaviors or made any comments that may indicate the need for a mental health assessment? Provide as much information as you can. Is the hospital completing a mental health assessment? You can select yes or no. If yes, you will get additional questions. Please indicate the reason. Please indicate if the father shares other children with the mother. Is father or mother birthing person in a current relationship? Do they reside together? Any concerns or positive feedback regarding father while at the hospital or known past concerns? Has the father been included in discharge planning for the newborn? Select yes or no. Provide any past or current concerns of domestic violence or intimate partner violence between parents or caregivers. Provide any family history that may be important regarding the birth of this child or impact this child has on the family. Include abuse or neglect concerns of the newborn siblings. Please provide as much information as possible. Provide any known DCF history in CT or other state. Again, any information that you do have, please provide that. Do the parents or caregivers have family members, resources who are supportive and parents, caregivers can count on them? Are there family members or resources who are unsupportive? Again, you will provide any resources that the parents do have. Safe sleep reviewed. Select yes or select no. We'll select yes. Would you like to remain anonymous to the family? You can select yes or no. Who is the identified pediatrician? Please provide any and all information that will include the pediatrician's name, their practice that they're practicing out of, any contact information for that pediatrician, any safety concerns for the DCF worker. Again, please add any and all information that you do have. Is a newborn discharge date known of the date and the time? Select yes or no. If you select no, you'll have to give a specific reason. If you select yes, you will have to give the date of discharge and the anticipated time of discharge. Oops. 11. Yeah. Do the caregivers have all necessary infant items required for discharge? Yes or no? If no, please explain. Again, provide any and all information that you do have. If the child's discharge is imminent within the next 8 hours, please submit this report and then contact the care line at 860-550-6515. Please ensure that you reference the fact that you have submitted this form when you are ready to submit, and all of the information that is known regarding the questions that were asked, please click submit. Once you click submit, you will go ahead and submit the form. You're going to receive a pop-up, which then explains that you have successfully completed your Capta Care notification and a Child Protective Services online report to the Department of Children and Families. A mandated reporter notification letter will be emailed to you to the address that you provided. Also within that email, you will get a summary of the report. In addition, you'll give a reference number of the Capta Care notification. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to the DCF Care line with any technical or questions that you have regarding the portal. Thank you.